UK. He dropped his bag on the floor. While Anne was in the middle of saying good morning, Ian took her mobile off her desk, then placed it alongside his on the floor outside. 3 months working with him, and... Ian put up his hand abruptly. Don't use his name. Not in here. You're as paranoid as a Cold War spy, said Anne. The door's closed. Our mobile phones are outside. There's all of 3 interns in the entire office, and all of them are too terrified to come within 50 feet of me. If the receptionist downstairs knows that we're taking secret, unscheduled meetings in here, then it's no surprise the bookseller is on to me. He dropped the magazine onto Anne's desk, already open at an article rounding up the week's acquisitions news. A small headline read, Ian Ferguson, rumoured to be ghostwriting the autobiography of Griffin founder Hugo Byron. He took a seat opposite her, the chair a few inches too short to be optimal for the height of Anne's desk. It was no accident. She liked that it kept whoever ended up sitting there, interns, authors, junior editors, in a position of weakness relative to her. The moment anyone sat down in Anne Cochrane's office, they were on the defensive. Ian hammered a forefinger on the article accusingly. That's the biggest publishing trade magazine in the country, telling everyone that I'm working on a biography of a man that every intelligence agency in the world is trying to catch. It quotes an anonymous source from this office, leaking my involvement. Anne took it calmly in her stride. In my time, I've been yelled at by far more powerful people than you, Ian. Prime ministers, royalty. The Archbishop of Canterbury gave me an earful once. You think an intern in my office leaked this? They know if they leaked anything, I'd tell every publisher in this city, which is all of them, to blacklist them like they're communists in 50s Hollywood. These girls are coming in at 6:30 every morning on the off-chance someone will notice them ploughing through manuscript slush piles before the overhead lights have come off night mode. They didn't leak this. Then who did? Ian asked. I did. Her candour left him dumbfounded. You? Don't be so surprised, she said. We have to start building hype on this thing. That's what I do, Ian. That's why I asked you to do this. That's also how I sell it in 40 other territories and make you even more money than you've already got. She squinted ironically. Or are you new to the publishing industry? I'm rich enough. He pulled back from the desk, reeling. If I'm working on a book about Hugo, that suggests I know where he is. Have you any idea the tonnage of shit that is going to cause me with the security service? They're probably bugging my place right now. Anne replied, You're the biggest thriller writer in the country, Ian. You ghosting a book for Hugo Byron is like Marco Pierre White cooking with foie gras, Georg Solti conducting the Vienna Philharmonic, Boswell writing about Samuel Johnson. You wouldn't be so flippant if you knew what I found last night. Anne waited. She said nothing. Ian reached into his bag, being careful not to disrupt the audio recorder he had secretly running, and produced several printouts. I know what's been going on, he said. What's been going on this whole time? The sense of awe took a moment to appear on Anne's face as she realized what she was looking at. There was a long pause. Then, with a hint of fear, she asked, Who else knows you have this? No one. Apart from the source who gave it to you? Naturally. Who's the source? Ian shook his head. I can't tell you. Anne's gaze turned to steel. This isn't a newspaper, Ian. You don't get the luxury of anonymous sources on a project like this. We've got shareholders, liability, which means we have to fact-check, because if this is real, it's real, we'll need the entire legal department working on it. For the first time, Ian hesitated. Anne said, You do realize you can't take this elsewhere? Or were you too hungover to read your non-disclosure agreement? Who's the source? He wouldn't renege on his promise, but he knew that Anne would need more than a tease to let him off. I can't tell you that, he said. You don't get an anonymous source, not on something this damaging to the royal family. Damaging? He laughed, gesticulating with the paper. Do you think I don't know what this is? This could take down the whole bloody lot of them. The end of the constitutional monarchy. I know the monarchy, the intelligence services, and Westminster inside out. I know what this is. I know what I've got and what it could do. In fact, I would say that the end of the British monarchy would be dramatically underplaying what this could do. Anne swivelled in her chair to look out her window, lost in the implications. Each one worse than the last, accumulating like a gathering snowball racing down a hill.